EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Ford Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady!
Right there.
Yellow lady!
Watch the run.
Hey!
Baby, that's Babe's out.
Middle!
On first down, Stafford here. He finds his man Johnson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Stafford. And this is caught by Curse. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Jermaine Curse, 74 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Play action now. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 82 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Lady!
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this 1st quarter. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. For the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On play action, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. James has got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go, 48.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Greystone travel.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Ashawn Robinson there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 49-yard line.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They go play action. Cousins under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
A gain of 12. First down, Vikings.
On first down, it's Cook. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Cousins gives way to Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Single. Hey, can. Single west.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Running for it, here's Cook, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They throw right away. That's complete out on the right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a fourth-down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. A toss to Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Protein spill.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Play fake. Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Check. Check 24. Check 24. Mike's 40. Danny.
Now Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Alert flare. Check your hot read. Bobo's the mic. Hey, can. What's that? Deuce. What's that?
So that'll back him up 5. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there. Hey, easy. 54 Mike. Check. 54 Mike.
To throw again. Stafford. Looking deep now for Amendola. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here's Sam Martin now. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken. successfully.
Keep playing hard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
We're good. Gun. 44.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Mike 51.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 3rd down, Cook. And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Receiver.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Hey. Watch out. 44, Mike.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Cousins. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't assignment that really gets you into more trouble.